EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for February 22nd, 2023. We have a lot to cover in today's video, starting with yesterday, and we talk about wild weather. We expected some convective-type showers yesterday with some rumbles of thunder and some hail and some wind. We had all that, even some grapple. We had a simultaneous severe thunderstorm warning issued up in northeast PA at the same time they issued a winter weather advisory because there was some grapple mixed in there. So it was some crazy stuff going on yesterday. And then to top it off, possible tornado touchdown in Mercer County in the Quaker Bridge area. The National Weather Service is going to be investigating that area today and taking a look at that area for possible brief tornado touchdown in that particular part of Mercer County. Radar certainly looked pretty ominous for a tight couplet there. And I was not on yesterday to see it live, so I didn't even see the correlation coefficient drop with it. Somebody shared later, or a couple people shared to me later on Twitter. But it looked pretty telling to me, at least on radar, that there was a possible tornado in Mercer County yesterday. So we go from that to today. It's going to be much colder, and we're going to have some snow, some sleet, some freezing rain, and some rain today. And then tomorrow, if you see, this is not a misprint, folks. 35 to 46 today, 60 to 74 on Thursday. So you can't make this stuff up if you tried. You go from what we had yesterday and that nonsense, and then today, it's like different seasons altogether, and it's hard to make heads or tails of this. This has probably been one of those weirdest winters I've ever had to the pleasure to forecast, because, and I say that lightly, because it's not really hasn't really been a pleasure. There is a warm front moving through the region today, okay, and that's what's causing the problems here. So you have cold air off to the north that's giving you a cold air advection situation. Here's the area low pressure, that's the main low pressure, and there is the warm front moving off to the north and east, and that's going to happen today. So we're going to have some rain moving into our southern areas sometime this morning, probably later in the morning, and then early afternoon far north, it's going to run into that colder air. And we're going to start off with snow initially, then go over to sleet, then freezing rain, and then rain there too. But this process is going to take a little bit. Okay, and you see that moving up to the north here. Further south, it's just rain. And I think this is mainly north of 78, or I-78 in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, where you would have that opportunity for the frozen precipitation. So let's start off with an AM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 10 a.m. You can see our southwestern areas are already getting into even some snow and sleet starting off in the mountains of south central Pennsylvania, not all the way down to the south central Pennsylvania portion. The lower elevations are going to be starting off as rain, but this moves off to the north and east, and you get some snow initially, rain further south, again, get closer to I-78 and point south. But then once you get through this, through the day, through the afternoon, this is 3 p.m., and move this forward to 4, you see this transition to sleet, then freezing rain, and then rain. Now, the higher elevations might hold on to some of that freezing rain or drizzle a little bit longer, just because you're up higher in elevation there, a little bit colder, and you hold on to the cold air a little bit longer before this lifts off to the north. And this is late evening now, and you still have a few residual showers that are going to come through during the overnight hours, and then I think that's it. Okay, so a few showers possible overnight, but the main action is going to be with that warm front today, and that's going to give you that with that warm air advection, warm air overriding colder air at the surface. Up north, you're going to have the opportunity for some freezing rain. Well, how much? And this is what we have. So this is for snow in the northern areas here. And again, this is mostly for the snow accumulations is mostly I-80 in north. And you're going to have just maybe some dustings a little bit further south. But up here, you can get easily an inch and a half, 2 inches of snow. 2 inches would probably be closer to the New York-Pennsylvania border, but a lot of inch and a half stuff here, especially in areas of elevation as you get up into the I-80 corridor here and points north. So that's the snow part of it. Taking a look at the sleet total, and it's generally those same areas. When it transitions from snow to sleet, it will do that first, and then it goes over to freezing rain. And this is overdone a little bit here, but you can generally see about 1/10 of an inch, maybe a few areas closer up here. And when you get like Tioga County and Lycoming County, Bradford County, you might get over 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain. And of course, also, there may be some of these higher elevations here gets to like 0.15 or something like that, maybe 0.2. Would be the upside here, and that would be in the far northwestern areas, northern Lycoming County, parts of Sullivan County, maybe Wyoming, parts of Susquehanna, Bradford and Tioga counties, and also Clinton County here. I think those areas are really the target for any kind of freezing rain that would be of any significance. I mean, it doesn't take much. When you have freezing rain, it doesn't matter if you have a hundredth of an inch. It's still dangerous. So it's not. I don't want to downplay it, but as far as kind of weighing down the tree branches, power lines, that kind of thing, usually gets a concern when we get over a quarter of an inch of ice. I don't think you're going to get that high for the power outages portion of it. We're not going to have wind accompanying this, so that's going to be a saving grace, I think. So you will have some accrual of ice up in those areas, especially following areas of elevation. And again, that's going to change over to rain overnight, a few showers overnight, and that's it. So then we go back to the maps here for the broader view. And we go to Friday. Friday's going to be a mostly sunny day, but it's going to be another cold day, transitioning from cold. And it's actually going to start Thursday night and go through most of the day on Friday, at least the daylight hours of Friday. We're going to have some wind come in here. And this is going to be a very windy day here on Friday as a result of that. So it's going to start about midnight or so on Thursday night, and you can see that here. This is midnight Thursday night, just starting to come into our area, and it's going to overspread the region with a lot of gusts here that are 30 to 40 miles per hour. So you have sustained winds 15 to 25, some gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour, and the elevations could see some gusts up to 45 miles per hour, especially on Friday morning, it looks like, and then the afternoon. Well, actually, mostly the morning here, and then the afternoon, you're still 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 35. And then we start coming down here as we get into the evening, okay, and the overnight, and then it just gets to nothing after that point. So Friday's going to be a windy day. It's going to be a hazardous day as far as our energy clients are concerned, so we'll be pulling a little overtime with that. But then as we get beyond this and go to Saturday, we are going to be, Saturday's going to be the coldest day of this entire stretch. Now, there will be temperatures stuck in the 30s for everywhere on Saturday for highs, and then overnight, there's going to be a little system, late afternoon or during the afternoon and overnight, there's a little system here that could produce a few snow showers, and we'll narrow that down a little bit closer. It's still bouncing around exactly who's going to get what out of this. Doesn't look like much at all, but it's still some snow involved with this, and we'll have to watch this closely here over the next couple of days. And then we're back to partly sunny and breezy conditions on Sunday. We turn more warmer again, as has been the theme this entire week with this up and down stuff. It's been although it can't make up its mind. But it's not going to be as extreme as it will be on Thursday. We're talking about temperatures getting back in the upper 40s to near 50. Same thing here on Monday, and then we get back in the 50s here on Tuesday. On Monday, we're going to have another system cutting to our west that's going to bring the opportunity for maybe a little icy mix to start, and then going over to rain, and that's going to go into Tuesday morning before partial clearing occurs in the afternoon, and we turn breezy once again. So Sunday's going to be a breezy day. Actually, going back to Thursday night, and most of the daylight hours on Friday are going to be pretty windy. Sunday's going to be a breezy day. Probably not quite as high as the Thursday night through Friday afternoon time frame, but still breezy nevertheless. And then Tuesday has another potential to be a breezy or windy day too in the wake of the system. So that's the biggest thing is the wind. Once you have these up and downs like this, when you have warm air advection, it's not a big deal. When you have cold air advection, that's when you get the wind. Something has to escort it in, and that's going to be the wind is going to take care of that. So that's our week ahead. We'll continue to follow a couple systems here. The minor system that we're expecting on Saturday night, and see if we get some snow showers and squeeze out some snow showers for some areas for that. And then again, the system Monday afternoon through Tuesday morning. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for February 22nd, 2023. Have a great Wednesday.